What does it take to become a billionaire and maintain that level of wealth for decades? Is it lavish spending, excessive indulgence, or flashy lifestyles? Not for Warren Buffett. In fact, the world-renowned investor and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway is known for his frugal living habits and simple taste, despite having a net worth of approximately $125 billion, according to Forbes. From his daily breakfast routine to his unique approach to investing, Buffett's frugal lifestyle and wise financial decisions have made him one of the most successful and inspiring investors of our time. In this video, we'll be revealing 15 of Warren Buffett's best frugal living habits that you can start adopting today to transform your financial health and secure your financial future. Let's dive in. Number 1. Buy a house based on your needs. If there's one thing we can learn from Warren Buffett, it's that a big house doesn't necessarily mean a happy home. Sure, he could have upgraded to a mansion, but instead, he and his late wife chose to buy a modest home in Omaha, Nebraska for $31,500 back in 1958. And get this, he still lives in that same house today. Number 2. Delay upgrades until necessary. We all know how tempting it is to constantly upgrade our phones, laptops, and other gadgets to the latest models. But have you ever stopped to consider the financial impact of always chasing the latest upgrades? It can be a never-ending cycle of spending money that could be better put to use elsewhere. That's where Warren Buffett's philosophy of delaying upgrades until necessary comes in. Despite his wealth, Buffett is known for his frugal habits, and his approach to technology is no exception. He famously used a Nokia flip phone for years before eventually upgrading to an iPhone in 2020. After all, why spend money on the latest and greatest when what you have already works just fine? Number 3. Choose a cost-effective vehicle. Warren Buffett's approach to driving is a perfect example of living below one's means. Although he's a billionaire and could afford any car in the world, he prefers to stick to trusted older or used cars. In fact, he once bought a used 2006 Cadillac DTS for just $45,000, which is a far cry from the price of a brand new luxury car. If you're enjoying this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your loved ones. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. Now, let's jump right back into the video. Number 4. Go for cheaper meals. If you want to learn a thing or two about frugal living, Warren Buffett's breakfast habits are definitely worth noting. Despite his immense wealth, Buffett sticks to a routine of going for cheaper meals, with his McDonald's breakfast costing him never more than $3.17. His attention to detail goes as far as announcing the exact amount of money he plans to spend each day to his wife before leaving the house. It just goes to show that being mindful of your expenses, no matter how small, can lead to big savings in the long run. Number 5. Forget fancy clothing. Now, this one might surprise you because we often associate wealth with extravagant wardrobes, but Buffett's approach to clothing is refreshingly simple. Here's the deal. Buffett may own close to 20 business suits, but he's not exactly a fashion enthusiast. In fact, he once shared a story about meeting a businesswoman named Madame Lee in China. She measured him for a single suit, and since then, she has been sending him new ones. If it weren't for Madame Lee's generosity, Buffett claims he'd probably have fewer than 5 suits, and they would likely be more than a decade old. Number 6. Avoid unnecessary spending. Warren Buffett is a master of avoiding unnecessary spending. He's known for his frugal lifestyle, which includes repurposing and borrowing items instead of buying new ones. Buffett believes that avoiding spending on unnecessary things allows you to save and invest in things that really matter, like your future and your family. One of his quotes that perfectly sums up this idea is, "If you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need." Number 7. Have a simple wedding. Warren Buffett tied the knot with his second wife, Astrid Menks, in 2006. They opted for a low-key celebration. Instead of getting caught up in the whirlwind of expensive venues, extravagant decorations, and a long guest list, they chose to focus on what truly mattered: their love and commitment to each other. Their wedding was an intimate affair, with only close family members and a few dear friends in attendance. Number 8. Choose a career you love. Choosing a career you love is one of the most important aspects of a frugal lifestyle, and it's also one of Warren Buffett's habits. When you love your work, it doesn't feel like work at all, and you're more likely to succeed in your field. Passion fuels hard work and dedication, and it can even help you save money by reducing the need to spend money on expensive vacations or other forms of entertainment. As Warren Buffett once said, "I tap dance to work every day. I get to do what I love, and I don't feel like I'm working at all." Number 9. Use cash for purchases. Using cash instead of credit cards can be a great way to keep your spending in check. When you use cash, you can physically see and feel the money leaving your wallet, which can make you feel more mindful of your purchases. Plus, using cash can help you avoid credit card fees and the potential debt that comes with overspending on credit. Warren Buffett is a big proponent of using cash for purchases, and he's even shared that he carries very little cash on him at any given time. Number 10. Don't invest with borrowed money. One of Warren Buffett's well-known frugal habits is to avoid investing with borrowed money. This means that he does not use leverage or take out loans to invest in the stock market or other investment vehicles. Buffett has warned against this approach, stating that it can be very dangerous and that borrowing money to invest is like playing with fire. Number 11. Don't spoil your kids with material things. Warren Buffett's philosophy of not spoiling his kids with material things is a great lesson for all parents. Buffett's daughter, Susan, once shared that despite being a billionaire, her parents gave their kids a normal upbringing. They lived in a nice house, but not the biggest in town, attended public schools, and did not receive cars at 16. Instead, they were given an allowance and had to do chores around the house. Number 12. Don't smoke or take alcohol. One of the lesser-known habits of Warren Buffett is his avoidance of smoking and alcohol. Despite being a successful businessman, Buffett has always prioritized his health and well-being. He recognizes that smoking and alcohol not only have negative impacts on health, but can also be costly habits to maintain. By abstaining from these vices, Buffett saves money on the associated expenses, while also leading a healthier and more productive life. Number 13. Don't gamble. Warren Buffett has always been wary of gambling, and he's made it a habit to avoid it. He even sees it as a tax on ignorance, as he once said. Instead of putting his money on the line, he invests it wisely and uses his business acumen to build wealth. In fact, he's so committed to avoiding gambling that he even used it as a teaching tool for his kids. He bought a slot machine for his home and paid his kids their allowance in dimes, knowing that the temptation of the lots would be too much for them to resist. Number 14. Pick inexpensive hobbies. One of the best ways to live a frugal life is to pick inexpensive hobbies that don't require a lot of money to enjoy. Warren Buffett is a great example of this. He loves to play bridge, a game that only requires a deck of cards and some friends. Buffett even joked that he wouldn't mind having bridge-playing cellmates if he ever found himself in jail. By choosing low-cost hobbies, you can have fun without breaking the bank. Number 15. Don't be afraid to use coupons in front of friends. Coupons can be a great way to save money on your purchases, and Warren Buffett isn't shy about using them. In fact, he's been known to whip out a coupon or two in front of his friends, including Bill Gates. According to Gates, when they were at a McDonald's in Hong Kong, Buffett pulled out coupons to pay for their meal. Gates was impressed by this frugal habit and even joked that his wife took a photo of Buffett in his coupons. Using coupons doesn't have to be embarrassing or shameful. It's just another way to save money and get a good meal. So don't be afraid to clip those coupons and use them in front of your friends. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and watch this one as well.